I'm really excited to be here today and see that all of this work has worked. It functioned. The fire came through here, it hit the treated area, it hit the ground, it made it safe for firefighters to come and fight this fire. It allowed the fire to lower its intensity, and we were able to save the communities, and the trees are still alive.
This landscape here is part of the Deschutes Collaborative Forest Project, an area that spans from Black Butte Ranch all the way to Sun River, and it joins a lot of the communities in Deschutes County. And that project, one of the main goals of that project is to reduce the risk from wildfire to our communities so that wildfire doesn't spread and impact our communities or burn down homes.
All the fuels reduction work in this area is tied to the Community Wildfire Protection Plan that's known as the Greater Sisters Area, CWPP. In this area we do a lot of different treatments. It starts with thinning. We thin the forest and we pile the trees that we, the small underbrush and whatnot, we put those into piles. We burn those piles, we do mastication and mowing work to get the brush reduced, and then we come in afterwards and do prescribed fire. So it's potentially a 4-part process depending on what areas and what units they're in.
Well, to me it was just a dream 25 years ago to be out here with nothing but trees and mountains, and my backyard was about 1 million acres is how I always used to describe it. So, oh yeah, a prescribed burn. And we are right on the National Forest, and so they actually ended up coming right up to our property line. And I don't think anyone especially wants to have a green forest in front of them burned, but I also, unfortunately, they're in a vicious circle of trying to protect structures and landowners and also keep the forest healthy.
Forest restoration is the right thing to do because we've spent a lot of time not letting the forest function the way it would have naturally. These forests would have seen fire every 5 to 15 years, and by taking that out, we've allowed trees to come in together at a density that's not natural, and that shades out some of the understory and just creates kind of a stressed, unhealthy situation.
So we're trying to restore those forests back to the way that they have evolved over millennia and trying to reintroduce fire into these systems to maintain those ecological processes for the benefit of wildlife and all the things that we love here in Central Oregon.
I would say that the fuels treatments in this case were a huge success in catching this fire, especially on the front that was closer to the homes. We had great fire growth for a few days, and it got into those fuels treated areas, and we were able to attack it direct along those flanks. We were able to mop it up sooner and quicker and get more of a containment piece in a shorter amount of time in those areas that we treated fuels.
It really makes you appreciate that was done. I mean, that was like the icing on the cake, that it offered a sense of peace and acceptance that there was a barrier there that wasn't there before, and I can't help but feel grateful. So as we drove up the driveway, seeing our house standing there, and the fact that everything looked as it did when we left, it was just an unbelievable feeling. It was a feeling of gratitude and just joy. Thank you. Truly, thank you. It was just, thank you God, thank you firefighters, thank you Forest Service. Truly, it was just absolutely thank you.